How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and I'm back with another Destiny 2 video. I'm trying to finish off all the exotic primaries in my PvP exotic review series before Beyond Light comes out. Since I don't have Teraba, I'm going to be finishing off the exotic submachine guns today by reviewing the Huckleberry. Up until this point, I've reviewed the exotic pulses, autos, scouts, and hand cannons, as well as the risk runner. I've got an entire playlist containing all of those reviews. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below if you want to check out any of those videos. Before I get into the review, if you find this video helpful or enjoyable in any way, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm really excited to cover Destiny 2 when Beyond Light drops, and I'd love to have you join my channel and be part of that journey. Speaking of Beyond Light, in this week and a half before its release, I'll finish up the exotic primary reviews, and I'll be uploading my final playthrough of the Red War, Curse of Osiris, and Warmind campaigns. I'm doing this so that I can rewatch them down the line for some nostalgia, but I also want to preserve part of the game that won't be around anymore. That way, people can experience something that they may not have otherwise been able to. Anyway, moving on to my review of the Huckleberry. As is tradition, we will go over its perks first. The first perk is Fluted Barrel, which gives a boost to stability and a large boost to handling. Then it has Ricochet Rounds, which cause rounds to bounce off hard surfaces, and it also boosts stability and range. The next perk is Rampage. Kills with this weapon grant increased damage. This stacks up to 3 times. The last normal perk is Short Action Stock, which greatly increases handling. Then the exotic perk is Ride the Bolt. Increased rate of fire and recoil while you're holding down the trigger. Kills with this weapon reload a portion of the magazine. Then the exotic Catalyst buffs that perk and makes it so kills reload the entire magazine. Alright, so we have a weapon that's focused on ramping up damage, whether that be from Rampage or the increased rate of fire. It essentially combines the damage increase that Monte Carlo gets alongside the rate of fire increase that Suros Regime gets. To me, that says this weapon has a lot of potential, but that potential depends on the kill times and the stats, so let's get into the damage profile. Huckleberry has a damage profile of 22 per crit and 15 to the body. Its kill time varies depending on its rate of fire. Initially, it has a rate of fire of 720 rounds per minute. The optimal time to kill here is 0.67 seconds with 9 crits, and an all body shot time to kill of 1 second with 13 body shots. The Ride the Bolt perk can ramp the rate of fire up to 900 rounds per minute at maximum. When at the maximum 900 RPM, this weapon has an optimal time to kill of 0.53 seconds, still with 9 crits, and an all body shot time to kill of 0.8 seconds, again with 13 body shots. Those are some impressive numbers, and they don't even take into account having any stacks of Rampage. Despite those kill times, the weapon is still a submachine gun, which requires you to be a short distance away from your opponent. Let's see if the stats are as impressive as the perks and kill times. It has fairly good range for a submachine gun at 53, the stability is a little low at 42, its reload speed is terrible at 10, the handling is average at 60, aim assist is a bit low at 49, the recoil direction is a perfect 100, and the mag size is a little low at 30. Essentially, it has a good range and recoil direction, but awful reload speed and mag size. We'll just have to get into my impressions from my session using Huckleberry. First of all, I do like the rate of fire increase and the damage increase from Rampage. When you pair that with automatic reloading after each kill, it makes it so that this weapon is great for challenging back-to-back opponents. Given its quick kill times and decent range for a submachine gun, it can handle its own in close quarters combat. It's quite capable of shutting down shotgun rushers if you back off a bit when you know they're coming in. That 0.67 TTK is a really punishing counter to some shotgun users. Given you're likely fighting opponents in closer engagements, it's not difficult to hit your shots, even when Ride the Bolt ups the recoil. Although this may just be the case on mouse and keyboard. Alright, let's move on to what I don't like. This just didn't feel as consistent as the Risk Runner at hitting crits, and SMGs excel in close quarters when you're reaching their optimal time to kill. Anything less than that and gnawing hungers are going to chew you up. No pun intended. Also, while the Ride the Bolt recoil is manageable up close, it is noticeable at mid ranges, even on mouse and keyboard, and that makes me think that the recoil will be unbearable on controller. If you're a controller user, keep in mind that the recoil ramps up with sustained fire. Overall, I think that Huckleberry is a solid primary weapon for close quarters engagements. In fact, I think submachine guns are a bit underrated overall, and with the upcoming weapon nerfs, they may see a bit more use. At least I hope they do. Take it into a 6v6 game mode and practice positioning yourself close enough to take advantage of the weapon type, but far enough as to avoid shotgun users. You may want to pair it with the sniper for those times that you find yourself in long lanes. Like the Risk Runner, I wouldn't really take this into competitive or trials because you won't be able to make much use of the exotic perks or rampage. You'll likely only see minor benefits from the rate of fire increase. Also, in those modes, you want something a bit more consistent at a variety of ranges.
Zone B locked. That shut them down. 2 for 1. Zone C locked.
And that's it for my PvP review of the Huckleberry. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.